I spent 20 years running a consultancy business that I loved very, very much. And I was very privileged to be able to work with many, many different types of corporations. The beauty for me was I was very much focused on helping them grow revenue, grow sales, developing, building teams, helping them understand what the obstacles, taking new products to market. But the key is I was burnt out. I was always the girl that was on another flight, another plane, another airport. I was away from my kids. I was traveling all the time. I used to joke around that I used to live in United 1A. That was my home. I knew my United travel number more than I knew my address. And over time, I learned that they always had the same set of problems and the same set of challenges, and that's what we would help them focus and solve. And so what we then learned to do is, okay, so we can speed up this process because we already know what those challenges are and we know what's going to come. So we would develop these processes, procedures, these systems that could go into place to speed it up. And I really felt like I'd given a lot to this corporate entities and these businesses, but they weren't really doing anything good in return. And I just felt there was more to life than that. And so I got the opportunity to speak on stage and help entrepreneurs and business owners. And over time, I had been asked by people that I work with, hey, so-and-so has a startup, can you give them some advice? And they'd always been very energetic, and we'd been able to energize these entrepreneurs or these startup businesses and really give them some leverage and push them in a different direction. For me, it was really about going back and saying, okay, how do I take the last 20 years, how do I take that and put it into like bite-sized chunks that these entrepreneurs can get hold of and have this plug and play system that they can build the foundation that's ultimately broken? And that's what we developed. We went and tried and tested this program for 2 years before we were launching it. Our clients saw 1,000% return of revenue, 3 times profitability, hundreds of leads, hundreds of clients. Like, everyone was a success story because they understood what they needed to do. They could get behind it and they could take the actions, and it just gave them enough power to drive this business and grow it.